Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to look at the construct from ThoughtSpace Athletics in 3 different plastics. Hey guys, so ThoughtSpace Athletics just put out this new driver called the Construct. Its numbers are 10, 5, -1, and 2, and I'm going to look at it in 3 different plastics: Ethos, Ethereal, and Aura. Let's take a look. First, we're going to take a look at the Ethos construct. The Ethos plastic is see-through, very similar to like a Champ type plastic. Feels really good in the hand. It's got good grip and a good feel to it. Let's dig in. So the numbers on the construct are 10, 5, -1, and 2. I would say that is very accurate for the Ethos plastic. Okay, now this disc I'm throwing is actually a 168 gram Ethos, which you think would be super flippy because of the lightness, but I was very impressed with how stable this disc was in the Ethos plastic, even at that light weight. This shot you see right here is into a headwind, and it did really good holding up to that headwind and still had stability at the end. This Ethos construct feels great. Check out this nice straight fly. Goes straight for a long distance and then has a good low speed fade at the end. Now if you did force this over on an anhyzer, it would cut roll out. So even though I do say it's stable, it's not stable enough to hold a severe anhyzer. This makes this disc a great disc for throwing it flat, getting a slight S-turn, or throwing hyzer flips that just go for days. So I decided to take this out to the course, and you can see some on-course shots here. This did a great job of doing a hyzer flip up, go straight for a long time, and then finish with a nice fade at the end. And it felt really good doing a sidearm shot too. It had good stability to get around this turn. Put me pretty close for a birdie putt. Sum up the Ethos plastic construct, I'd say the numbers on this are 100% accurate. Don't be scared of this lighter weight plastic. This 168 was money. A couple weeks ago when I was reviewing this next to a Coalesce, this thing would bomb. Man, check these out. Even 168 grams, don't be scared of them. This has got some stability. Now we're going to take a look at the Aura construct. It's got the same numbers, 10, 5, -1, and 2. However, in this plastic, those numbers are not accurate at all. I would say the negative number needs to be more like a -3 or maybe even a -4 with, I don't even know if I'd give it a 2. I guess a 2. I guess we go -4, 2. Seems kind of accurate. Whenever I threw this thing flat, you definitely get a turn to the right, and this thing does not hold up well into the headwind at all. So some of these shots you see that turn really quickly to the right, those are probably the headwind shots. And then also anytime I put a lot of heat on it, like this shot right here, it would just flip over really easily to the right and turn into a cut roller. So with that said, I think this disc would be great for slower arm speeds, for beginners, or this would also be great for like a tailwind disc, or maybe even a roller. If you're looking for a good roller disc, if you like the construct, but you want a tailwind version of it, this Aura plastic is definitely flippy. It also works pretty good on hyzer flips. It's very sensitive to the angle though, so if you don't hit that angle quite right, you're going to get a lot of flip to it. But once I did kind of figure out the angle and the speed to put this on and giving enough height, this disc actually worked out really well as a good driver. One more thing is I think this would be a good disc in the woods. If you want to throw something kind of light, start it on the left side and have it turn to the right, this would be a good disc for that. To sum up the Aura construct, this would be a great disc for slower arm speeds, for beginners, or if you're looking for a tailwind disc, a roller, this would also be good for that too. But yeah, these Auras are flippy. Last but not least, we're going to look at the Ethereal version of the construct. The numbers on this one are also 10, 5, -1, 2. The numbers on this are very accurate, I would say. This plastic's got a lot of good grip to it, and as an added bonus, I noticed that when these ethereal plastics get a little bit wet, they actually get more grippy. I don't know how that works. All right, let's dig into the coverage. This first shot you're about to see right here kind of sums up the ethereal version of the construct. This thing just goes dead straight, and then it's got a lot of nice subtle fade at the end. This shot right here too, just throw it dead straight. This thing will hold that line and then give you a little bit of fade at the end. This disc felt really good. I mean, it just came out straight, it went straight, gave you fade to it. The only time I'd really get some nice S-turn to it is when I had a headwind shot. So those shots that you see that really turn to the right, I had a pretty severe headwind on some of these shots, but it still had stability to come back and give you fade at the end too. So this construct does have nice stability to it. If you put it on an anhyzer line, it will hold that line, but it will fight out of it too, unless, like I said, it's into a headwind. Then I'm not sure it will hold up to that very well. Okay, here's a shot right here, nice high anhyzer line. It takes that and then it fights out of it at the very end, so it's got good stability to it. Took this out to the course. This thing is money. Just throw it dead straight where you want it, give you a little bit of a fade, and then it'll just lay down. What can I say except this is probably my favorite version of the construct so far. The grip on it is outstanding. Stability on it is outstanding too. I feel like once this beats in a little bit too, it's going to give me even better hyzer flip type shots, but still have that stability at the end also. I think out of the three plastics, this is probably my favorite one out of all. The Ethos would be my second favorite. That ore is just really flippy. I think I'm going to have to save that one for some major tailwind shots. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Check out these constructs. They got some magic in them. Trust me, these are some good discs. If you'd like to get one of these discs, head on over to tudiscgolf.com. Use the code RIDER2022 for 5% off. We got these discs and more available there now.